So, hello and welcome to Thoughts from the Coaching Space here at Handpicked Life. And today I'd like to talk about habits and actually how busting a habit, breaking a habit isn't actually what we do, because anything that you have learned or experienced is always going to be in you because we're like living history books. So any experience that you've had, anything that you've learned is always there. It's just a matter of what you practice. So when you want to create a habit, the best thing to do is turn your attention away from what you're doing or how you're responding. So, whether you're looking at a behavioral habit, a thought pattern that just keeps coming up again and again and is no longer helpful, or something that a craving that you want to move away from, the best thing to do is to get really clear about where you want to direct your energy. So, what do you want to put in its place? And this is often what I see as a coach. This is often the biggest stumbling block and the one that gets you going back on that loop, going back to prep time. This time I'm going to do it. I'm going to break away from this, move away from this. And the reason is every time you think about that thing that you want to get away from, you're tying yourself there. So just in a, really simple explanation, this is what you don't want, this is what you do want. The more you turn your energy, your thoughts, get your actions in line with what you do want, then this habit, it will stay there. It will be there. And that's why often, you can be going along and doing something really, really well and thinking, right, I've cracked this now, really enjoying yourself. And then something happens you might get busy or you simply forget. Have you had that experience where things are really working, yet somehow you suddenly realize, oh, I was doing that weeks ago and it was really good, and somehow I just forgot. And that's that old habit that you can easily fall back into. And the reason those old habits linger around is because there's a part of you, your survival system, that once you've learnt something, you want to keep it. Once you've formed a belief, you're going to want to keep proving that that's the case, even if it's unhealthy, even if it keeps you unhappy, because it's what you know. And we're actually designed to hang on to those things that we've learned, because at some point it will have got you through something. It would have made sense. It would have been useful. So the best way to create a new habit is really get aligned with what you want to create, what it looks like, what kind of beliefs are actually going to really support this new behavior, what kind of behaviors are going to support these beliefs and what you really want to create. And there will be times where you'll naturally want to fall back. And that information is helpful because it's helpful in recognizing it in yourself. It's helpful in not beating yourself up and going, oh, okay, there's that bit of me again that just a bit scared, is just trying to look after me and say, hang on a minute, we don't know this. It might be happier, it might be healthier, but we don't actually know. Let's go back to what we know and let that come up, notice it, but keep redirecting your energy back to you on track, to who you want to be, to where you want to go. And another really important thing is whenever you start something new, start small, do it small, because the quicker you shift into something, then the more you'll alert your survival system. When things change quickly, it's going to rise up. And that's why, if you're really using willpower and you're forcing yourself to do something, it can feel great in the beginning. You've got all the motivation, you're ready to go. And then it's easier to snap back. And that also might look like it's nothing to do with you. everything was going well, and then suddenly, you had to sort the plumbing out, the computer crashed, Aunt Bessie showed up for lunch, and whatever it is, know that you're always interacting with life. So whatever you're creating, the more you look at it and go, okay, if I'm going to prioritize this, how do I make this more important? And when you do that in small steps, it's doable. So if you decide, for example, you're going to meditate every day, and you decide you're going to meditate for an hour every day and you've never done it, chances are it's not going to last long. And chances are you'll feel great the first few times you do it. It's a huge chunk of time to sit and meditate or to work out, whatever it is you choose. But if you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this 10 minutes a day or 10 minutes 3 times a week, make promises that you can keep to yourself, even when life throws challenges at you, even when all your plans change. If you know you can absolutely carve out that 10 or 15 minutes, you will do it and you'll show up. And that's where discipline comes in. So you're not using willpower, you're not forcing through, you're giving yourself a chance to actually be successful, to actually get somewhere with this by making your steps small. And every time you do that, you're strengthening that new habit. Keep your focus on that new habit. Keep reminding yourself of why you're doing it, what it feels like once you've already achieved it. And that makes it fun. That'll open up curiosity. And that will certainly keep you from focusing in the wrong direction. From whatever you focus on, you will create more of. So keep focusing on what you want. So those tiny things make all the difference. So when you think about moving away from something, you're already really clear on what you don't want. Then take some time to reflect and get clear on what you do want. And that's where I really notice when I'm coaching people that if you say, what's wrong, what you're not enjoying, what's not working, there's a whole list of things. When I ask, how would you like to feel? What direction do you want to go in? The list is a lot shorter, and it takes time to really get it. And actually, once you do get it, the list is often pretty short. It's clear and it's succinct. But if you're really having to dig for it and find, well, what is it? Then that's showing that maybe you haven't spent enough time on really getting clear of where you're going. So all these things help you to stay on track, help you to notice when you've veered off. If you'd like to go deeper into this, right now we are offering a free training. So if you sign up below, there's a free training to really help you understand the 3 pillars that will really help you to stay on track into creating whatever it is you choose to create. I'm Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I'm going to be dropping in with these thoughts from the coaching space from time to time. So please subscribe, share if you found this useful, give us a like, make a comment, and I'll see you next week.